welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. The Deputy Minister of Education, Dr. Clement Apaak, has reaffirmed the government's commitment to completing all abandoned projects in teacher training institutions across the country. Speaking at the 5th graduation ceremony of St. Vincent College of Education in Yendi, Northern Region, Dr. Apaak acknowledged the critical role of colleges of education and the role they play in shaping Ghana's future. He noted that adequate infrastructure such as lecture hall, hostels, and staff accommodation continues to hinder effective teaching and learning in many institutions. Some of these challenges are caused by stalled projects that have remained incomplete since 2016. I wish to reassure you that the government is committed to completing this project not only here but across colleges and campuses in the country, he stated. He stressed that the government is determined to provide the necessary resources to colleges of education to strengthen teacher training. He said this will ensure the production of competent, qualified, and dedicated teachers who can positively impact education system. Well, I feel like this is no news because we really know the order of the day in this country. Projects are being started by government and immediately they leave power. It becomes a thing of the past. No one cares whether the taxpayers' money has been used in completing the project. No one cares. Nobody even accounts to us what the money has been used for, whether they were able to complete it, why the project was not completed. So we are also in it just like that. Now, Mr. Clement Apaak is affirming the government's commitment of completing all stalled projects, especially in education. That has to do with the teacher trainees. I feel like this should even go beyond the teacher training. I mean, you have to go down and then see what people are going through. Most of these students do not even have a place to sleep. And you go to the schools where students are supposed to sleep in dining halls. Some are supposed to sleep in the washrooms because there is nowhere to sleep. It's like the students we are admitting in the schools are more than the infrastructure to house them or accommodate them. And that's not how it's supposed to be. We saw when this current administration came during their first time in power, they brought in the e-blocks. They started one. As for that one, I can say that my constituency has one. The community day schools. They started it. And after they left power, most of the projects that was not completed were left to rot in the bush. When the previous administration came into power, they tried their best. They also completed some and then they left the rest. As to why they didn't finish, no one can tell. But this is what I want us to know. The money we are using in building those projects are not from their pocket. It is the taxpayers' money. It is our money. The taxes we pay each and every day is what has been projected into most of these projects they are bringing up. And at the end of the day, they leave it in the bush to rot. One thing I want our politicians to understand, and I know they know, but they just don't want to do it. You know why? Because every government has it in mind that within 4 years, you cannot finish what you are bringing on board. In a pace of 4 years, let's be sincere to ourselves. You cannot finish what you are bringing on board. Especially if you are setting more target than what you can do. So the previous administration came into power. They said they want to build 111 hospitals. That was a nice one. They said they want to build dams. They want to build factories because we have communities that tomatoes are very dominant. But at the end of the day, those tomatoes get rotten because they don't get people to buy it. Even if people buy it, the remaining ones are left to rot. So why don't we get a factory so that we can actually produce our own tomato and then make it into tomato paste? And so it was a fair idea. People applauded it a lot. But how many communities have those factories? So if a government comes into power and then he or she tells you that, oh, we can complete this target within a 4-year space, they are lying. They are lying. Then unless the government is up to tax, unless the government is fair and the people, the president or the appointees that are working and then ensuring that the vision of the government is being made manifested are cleansed from corruption, then we can say that they can complete their tax within a 4-year term. Not government. So the best thing is when I come and I do my part and then I'm gone, whoever takes after me have to complete it. Oh, that's why we've been saying this every day. Whoever takes after me has to complete what I've started. If we should be doing this, by now, Ghana, we are far ahead. And you really pay attention to the manifesto of these people. Anytime they come, we want to develop. Every time we are developing Ghana, just say, we are not developed there. Every time we are developing, every time we are constructing roads, every day we are building school. We are building infrastructures. Why? Why? Because we start, we don't complete. The next government that comes on board also bring his own policies. They take money from the taxpayers. They also start, they don't complete. Another government comes and it has become a foundation. All the successive governments are laying blocks on it. And you think with this kind of behavior, we are going to succeed as a country? No way. We are not. And per what I've read and per what I've been taught in school, our first president, Kwame Nkrumah, he brought a pencil factory. Akanrem. The building has now become a conducive environment for smokers, for weed smokers. That is what we see. We won't do it. It's not as if we cannot do it. But then someone will come and then I won't be given the necessary accolade, then I won't do it. And then we've forgotten that the money we are using for those projects are not from our pockets. It's from the same people you call ordinary. The same people you don't regard. They are the people who pay you those money for those projects. Why do we keep hurting ourselves this much? And every time students have to be complaining, we don't have places to sleep. But we have students going to school every time. You can't tell me that education can stop. It can't stop because people are giving birth and schools are enrolling students each and every day. So it's a continuous something. It can never stop. So why don't we just build the infrastructures if I'm not able to complete it? Whoever takes over from me must complete it. But if you're having this kind of mentality, no one will recognize me, then I won't do it. I'm also bringing on my policy. I'm bringing on my initiatives so that the people will know that this is what I want to do. But you know fully well in your heart that you cannot complete this project. If possible, why don't you just bring on board only one policy? Maybe this is what I want to do. I want to create or build 2,000 infrastructure I want to focus on only education. Then we know that is what you want to do. Then the next government that comes on board, maybe I also want to focus on the health sector. Build maybe 2,000 health sectors, equip it very well, and then within 4 years time, you deliver. And then the next government that also comes on board also take another institution, maybe the road, and then you construct a solid road that can take on, generations upon generation. Without we constructing today, in the next 3 months, we have to construct road again. Let's begin to reason as a country, because it's doing us more harm than good. Thank you for making time with me on the scale.